This afternoon, Education Minister Stephen Lecce announced a reduction in the number of mandatory online learning courses for public high school students. He also outlined some additional details on how this will roll out, but it has done little, if anything, to quell the many concerns already raised about making e-learning mandatory.
Under our plan to modernize and strengthen public education, Ontario students will be required to take 2 online credits to graduate secondary school.
That's 2 mandatory online credits instead of the original 4, a minor rollback on the province's initial plan. The online course requirement will begin in September 2020, with public consultations on its implementation being held in the coming months. Some examples of the courses that will be offered in the next school year: Grade 11 Biology, Grade 12 Data Management, and Grade 10 Career Studies. The Education Minister has also promised that all publicly funded secondary schools will have access to reliable internet services in all regions of the province by September 2020. But although Lecce maintains he has students' interests in mind, critics say students will suffer.
2 courses, 1 course, mandatory online courses, there is nothing that shows that will be effective and a good way of learning for our students. You know, at the end of the day, this is, and all it has ever been about, is cutting costs.
There's no evidence to support it. The model that the minister points to is Alabama, 49th out of 50 in terms of education quality.
Behan Farhadi, a former teacher who completed her PhD on e-learning, agrees. She argues student success in online learning is dependent on them choosing to use it.
What I've consistently seen in jurisdictions where e-learning is claimed as a success is that students select it, students choose to do it. I bet my career that we're going to see increases in failure rates. We're going to see fewer students graduating as a result of this mandate.
We reached out to the Toronto District School Board, who say it welcomes the reduction in courses, but in a statement writes, "We remain concerned about the mandatory nature of this plan, the timing, and the general lack of information available for parents and guardians, students and staff." Now, in addition to the public consultations announced by the Education Minister today, the TDSB says parents will also have the opportunity to provide feedback on mandatory e-learning this winter as part of a previously planned consultation.